Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Can you hear me okay? Um, so this kind of mini series within our mini series on Saturdays is exciting. As teased last week, we're going to look at how much realistically we can write a novella, um, and how much it would cost to write it and plan it with AI. So I'm gonna have a few little bits and caveats, but on the whole, I'm gonna keep everything recorded in terms of cost, and we can just try and split up everything. If anyone has any ideas, let us know, that kind of stuff. Hi Joe, hi Jean Luc, I'm Vicky, Emery. What drink are you having, Joe? um so yeah, my thoughts are, um I I'm going to take a concept that I already have some of. So the cozy mystery that I was working on, I'm going to write a prequel novella to that. Um, so some of the world building has been done. I'm also going to, when it comes to writing, try and get the AI to mimic my writing style as much as possible. So that will involve some handwriting at the beginning just to kind of set the tone. Um, and because it's a novella, that is going to limit what we do, but I'm going to play around and see how it goes. Um, but I kind of want to get things in as good a stead so that editing is minimal. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I've never really tried to do something quite so. Um, yeah. This will be fun. Pumpkin spice latte, beautiful, absolutely, for this time of year. I was naive and used to think that pumpkin spice latte was like pumpkin flavored, not like chai spiced comfort. Iced chai tea latte. I love a chai latte. They are, I mean, it's like tea with milk, but like not in the bad way, as in a tea bag in a pot of milk. But yeah, so because I'm going to do a novel with some kind of bits that I've already got, I'm going to go on to use a template novel, um, and add the language, point of view, and codex from letters, Labradors, and leads. I'm going to put this as 0 because it's a prequel. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's surprise me because we obviously don't want the title. Uh, I'm gonna call this the Puppers. Okay, no, I need fire. Maybe something with fire. I don't know. I'm gonna randomize. I don't want to spend ages. Let's just Hostpipe Chaos, I will call it for now. So I think I want this novel to be about Mia's first. I'm also going to change her name from Maya Rivers to Mia, just to get rid of the AIism. But I'll just have them related for now, so that makes it easier. I'm going to get rid of some entries based on the. Obviously, we've got the series entries, but the book entries, I don't need. Say, for example, this unnamed entry. If anyone has any questions about what my plan is, let me know. Clarence can be in it. Gwen can be. Hannah can be. Sebastian is not in this book. Hi, Alex. How are you doing? I won't be popping up comments on the screen, but I'll try and read out anything that's big. Hi, Danny. How are you doing? I feel like at some point, hi Fuzzy Otter, Gemini was wanting to put the popper in danger, and so I made a global entry telling Gemini to leave Sparky alone. Okay, so I've got rid of anything that I don't want, and let's just let's just give it a go. Let's go all out. Um, have some fun. And yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I changed Mia to Maya in the alias, but also in the name. I've not changed it in here, but I kept both here so that we can have them. Um, I want to have it like how Mia and Sparky meet. So I'm gonna go into general chat. We're gonna put Mistral Medium. Hey, I'm writing a novella prequel to my cozy mystery series. The Glenford Tale Mysteries. I would like the prequel to involve the following, and then I'm going to add a list. Can you help me take this list and concept 5 possible ideas for this prequel that could be engaging for this prequel, then rank each of them and say why you have given said rankings. So we're just gonna see how this goes. This is like me just making a prompt up on the fly. I'm going to see how this goes. We've got Mistral Medium. Okay, so what do I want to happen in this story? Mia adopts Sparky. And then I'm going to put in no particular order. There is a crime at the fire station. Perhaps a murder. Mia solves the crime with the help of Sparky. Mia is asked to look after Sparky because current owner can't. Why? Is he the dead fireman? Something else? I'm kind of like very much like throwing out ideas. This kind of might be guiding the AI a bit, but I'm just kind of getting things into my head. Ideas are like bubbling away. And yeah. So Mia adopts Sparky. There's a crime at the fire station. Mia solves the crime. Mia's asked to look after Sparky because the current owner can't. Sparky and Mia don't initially get on due to misunderstandings. They bond over something unnecessarily dramatic. Is there anything else? Do you guys have any ideas that we can put in here? Just like throw things out. Yeah, let me know if you can think of anything. This will also involve Connor, Mia's brother, who works at the fire station. And then I might add in as context, add in entries by type, locations. Just so it has an idea of what Glenford is. Yeah. I think that works for now. We can always add in more ideas later. We're just getting some concepts. 5 possible different ideas for this cozy mystery prequel. I am hammering it over its head. I am being like, yes, we want this, this, this. Oh, okay, that wasn't as fast as I thought it was going to be. I wonder how much this message will cost. Let's have a look. See. So here are 5 distinct prequel concepts for Hosepipes Chaos, each weaving in your. I wonder if they're all going to involve Hosepipes now because of the title. I've ranked them based on originality, emotional stakes, and how well they set up the series' tone. Okay, so that message was half a cent, but it was an input of almost 3,000 tokens and an output of 2,000 tokens. So, the Arsonist Apprentice. A fire at Glumford's abandoned manor reveals a body, a retired firefighter who'd been secretly training a troubled teen in arson. The teen now missing is a prime suspect. Connor is devastated. The victim was his mentor, and Mia is roped into fostering Sparky and helping the investigation when the teen leaves a cryptic notes at the Nook. Sparky's misunderstanding. He keeps dragging Mia into the manor's ruins, where she assumes he's being destructive, but he's actually leading her to clues, burn patterns, a hidden stash of matches. Mia and Sparky get trapped in the vet's clinic basement during a storm. Sparky's training kicks in. He protects her by blocking a collapsing shelf. Connor, his grief blinds him to the teen's innocence. Mia's sleuthing reveals the victim was blackmailing someone else, the real killer. Okay. Fire, murder, fugitive teen. I like that it introduces the manor, actually. That could be work. Yeah, Fuzzy Otter says, Mistral's been swapping out between spitting out Instatext and chugging along for a bit lately. That's fine. You know, it's still, I mean, that was still bloody quick, so I'm happy. Oh, is it, I wonder if it's ranked these in order, rank 2, 3. Did it just write these in, I wonder if it wrote them in the order it said, or if it's done something else. Lol. The prize winning vintage hosepipe is stolen. I mean, a hosepipe heist is kind of funny, but I feel like it does feel a bit soapy. So I'm gonna be like, okay, let's take idea 1, but play around with a few bits, and then I'm gonna like, I don't know, like add in some stuff. We'll work that out. I'm just gonna read through these, see if there's anything like let's not have the manor burn down. It's a partial fire, or it could be a bonfire in the grounds go wrong. To be mostly standing as it is in book 1 of the series. Perhaps the firefighter was teaching the teen how train fire dogs, and Sparky was their project. Not necessarily nefarious. Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't want a firefighter teaching in arson. Yeah, Danny, exactly. Like that feels weird. Let's keep this relationship pure. I love the idea of someone blackmailing the fireman. However, let's concept, I don't know, 5 different options for this story thread. The rustic tarts and your bake-off turns deadly when a firefighter judge collapses, poisoned by penis-laced icing. Oh my god, that's the bloody first book. Can't do that. Okay. I mean, I do like how this is like using the vet clinic setting, and maybe the vet is the killer, and that's why. But you know, we're gonna leave that for now. Um, let's also amp up other bits, make them the best they can be. Finally, how long is the average cozy mystery novella? Just have a look. Have a see. Um, yeah, I don't like the blackmail angle. Well, we can work on that. Um, Reginald Pembroke. Okay, corrupt counselor could work. Um, oh, okay. So the firefighter is blackmailing, right? Okay. I think the counselor works best. We can always come up with another name for him. So let's go new character. We're gonna call him Good and pin it. What should we call him? A counselor. Gerald. Um. Gerald. I'm now just there like Tice? Yeah, why not? Gerald Tice. We'll need a name for the firefighter as well. We can keep Jamie. I like Jamie as a name. Let's call this we're going to put him into a category called Book Zero, and I'll add so I did that as a tag up here, and then I'm going to go onto the cog custom categories. Book 0. This novel doesn't need to be a series. Anything there, and then book 0. That's fine. It's auto saved. If we close this and go to the top, we can see all our book 0 codex entries. So we'll have Gerald Tice. We will have Jamie Otterson, a troubled teen who is trying to turn his life around. He loves animals. There. I mean, he can't be bad if he loves animals, right? I'm going to take this and I'm going to plonk this into a snippet called plot. And we need to find a name as well for the firefighter. We can look at that later, I guess. Okay, I really like this bonding moment. So what I'm gonna do, I will close Gerald's codex entry. I need to add Jamie to book 0. I'm gonna go and into the plan and then pin this chat. Scroll up. Scroll down. Okay. And then I'm going to go click create first scene and click another couple of times the new chapter button so that we've got some scene ideas. It doesn't have to be in order because we can move things around, but I really like that as a dramatic kind of thing. Mistral does love its using its bold, so I'm just going to unbold everything. Maybe. I don't know if I like that teens. We can maybe put it in for now. I'm not sure if it works quite right. 20 to 40,000 words. Yeah, it also loves to cursive to highlight words. Bold for speech, cursive for highlights. I mean, this is all in thingies, but yeah. Title brainstorm: The Hound of Gledford Manor, Sparking the Bonfire Conspiracy, Smoke and Mirrors, and Peanut Butter. Okay, so let's play around a bit with this. I love the angle of, what was it, Gerald? Gerald? Codex. Let's put those. Being blackmailed by our firefighter. Let's give him a name. And a really tight-knit relationship between the firefighter and Jamie, perhaps, which I also need to perhaps we want to have Gerald try to frame Jamie due to his past. Mia knows that Jamie is innocent. Why does she know that he's innocent? Um, um, why does she know this? Let's brainstorm, I guess. Like we were kind of like asking it to keep brainstorming. We want things to go. Perhaps we want to have Gerald try to frame Jamie, and is getting involved to protect the young lad. As for naming, let's have it as 3 words with the each beginning with the same letter. One of the words should be dog related, and they should all be about the case. For example, book 1 of the series is called Letters, Labradors, and Leads. Let's see how well it does, like following logic as well. Okay, Gerald Heisman, embezzling funds, the fire station at Whiskey program. Tom Whitaker, I like that. Tommy Whitaker. A firefighter in charge of the young person's program. Book 0. Okay, I'm going to copy this and make a new entry. I'm going to put it as other, and I'm going to call this premise. Book 0. Oh my god, I can smell bacon, and it is amazing. There. I mean, why would he be involved in fire? I think it makes sense if Jamie was doing community service, maybe. Maybe near the shop, and so couldn't attend the bonfire. Maybe Sparky was tied up and got loose, was damaged, was hurt to get to Tommy, but away, people not realizing why he was trying to go in. Oh my god, puppies, pyromaniacs, and proof kind of works. Okay, guys, I need your opinions on what you think is the best of these title brainstorms. Hounds, Hearths, and Hidden Ledgers, Barking Blackmail and Bonfire Nights, Dogs, Deceit, and Dirty Politics, Leads, Liars, and Labrador Instincts. No. Sparks, Suspects, and Service Pups, Fires, Frauds, and Faithful Hounds, Clues, Counselors, and Canine Heroes, Ashes, Alibis, and Adorable Traitors. Whistles, Whitaker, and Wagging Tails. Yeah, I think Barking Blackmail and Bonfire, or Puppies, Pyromaniacs. I don't know, one of those two. I would love your thoughts, guys. Okay. You like 3. Which one was 3? Barking Blackmail and Bonfire Nights. Yeah. I think that is kind of cool, actually. And it fits the kind of the theme. Puppies! I mean, puppies. Lol. Not gonna happen. I like the puppies more, but 3 is my close second. Okay. So it seems to be puppies and number 3. Which one was puppies? Which number? 1 or 3? Yeah. I would probably say in bonfires rather than bonfire nights, but we can play with that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Okay, Gerald wasn't just embezzling; he was selling fire safety certificates to unsafe businesses, including the fish and chip shop, which had a near miss last month. Tom found out and planned to expose him. Amazing! I like that. Okay, let's just put this in. I guess Gerald's bio. 7 is more to your taste. Okay, which one was 7? Fire, Fraud, and Faithful Hounds. I don't like that it's 2 words. I think that was why I kind of like the 3, like, what I like the 1-letter words just to kind of be a bit more playing. I mean, if anyone has any ideas, let me know. But yeah. Yeah, Mistral Medium is working well. I'm enjoying this. It's very easy to work with. A 25 to 30k novella. Would a subplot fit? How many red herrings might we have? I might start a clean chat in a moment. Now we've got some ideas. I'm going to put this into Jamie's. Okay, one light subplot. Well, I feel like the subplot in this is going to be Sparky and Mia's relationship. Whilst they get off to a rocky start, by the end of the book, Mia and Sparky's relationship is solid. She decides to adopt him. I think that works. That's my subplot. Two or three red herrings, that's fine. For the sub, I'm going to go with Mia and Sparky's relationship. This will then feed into the main plot. It's also pretty conversational and organized. Yeah, I feel like I'm just like chatting with myself. Who mistook Jamie for his twin cousin. Twin cousin. Um, can you give me 10 more unrelated red herrings? Don't link them to each other. Don't give a twin cousin. Uh, they don't exist. Lol. Also can't be peanut butter related as this ties into book one. Twin cousins, totally a thing, Joe says. Um, maybe Gerald tries to turn people against Jamie or tries to frame him so Jamie runs because he thinks he's gonna be arrested? Question mark. You can either go to jail or you can publicly announce that Sparky's the new Glenford Fire mascot. Your call. That's weird. The downfall should involve a confession that more people here. Is it how I guess if twins married twins, it wouldn't be your twin cousin because there's still like I don't know. I don't know. I guess if non-identical twins or if like different gender twins married and then had a kid, I guess that would be a twin cousin. But that's just kind of crazy. That's like Game of Thrones. The downfall should involve a confession that people hear. How does this happen? How does Mia orchestrate things? Okay. Okay. Let's drop these into the subplot. Boop. I'm also going to put this into book 0. Where's this bonding moment? Here. It does sound weird. And then we wanted this. Okay. I'm going to put this in lore, actually, I think. Gerald, Framing, Jamie. Are their names too similar? And we'll work this out later. Book 0. So I just added this as another tab. So I'm just ending up with more and more tabs. I like all this, to be fair. So, boop. Okay, red herrings. Let's look at these. The bonfire safety log was missing a page. Um, um, okay, I like that. New entry, lore. I'll put this in. Red herring 1. A receipt from the chippy. Knitting needle. Okay. Muddy boot prints. What are the let's go for the mysterious hoodie. I like that. Character lore. Red herring 2. Book 0. Close. Did I not put the other red herring in? Ugh. Is this a book or a... Yeah. Okay, so we have our entries. I'm then going to start a new chat. Mistral Medium. Hey, I'm working on a cozy mystery novella that is the prequel to my Glenford Tale mystery series. Oh, I forgot to put a name. Let me what name were we going for? I think everyone liked 3, was it? Poppy's Pyromaniacs. So I'm going on to that. Hosepipe Chaos, open novel settings, and bonfires. Barking, Botmail, and bonfires. Okay, back into chat. Make sure I'm on the empty thread that I was on. So Mistral Medium is selected. And hey, I'm working on a cozy mystery series. It's prequel to my Glenford Tale mystery series. It will be 25 to 30k words, have 1 subplot and 2 red herrings. Can you use past? Can you write me a structure / plot outline to follow? I will later fill this in. It's a template for a generic cozy mystery that I am looking for. Okay, let's see if this works. Not quite what I was looking for. Let's go back into chats. Where is it? I'm just going to take this. Let's go into snippets, paste this in. Oh. Okay, that's better. Could you rerun that with Hermes 4 as a test? Yeah, sure. So what I'm going to do is go same chat. And then I'm going to go tweak and generate. Edit. I will add. Okay, I'm going to go into my DeepSeek and Mistral model collection and add Hermes 4. I mean, I guess I'll go for 405 billion. Feels a bit excessive, but sure. And I'm just going to click retry. Yeah, Hermes 4 is an AI model. Jean-Luc, do you want to tell us more about it? Because you were wanting me to test this out. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I don't want... Okay, and then let's try Hermes. So far I have spent... let me get my calculator out. 0.69 plus 0.81 plus 0.36 plus 0.38 plus 0.2. I've spent 4 cents so far in this 50 minutes. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, this kind of works. I like that with this. Let me... subplot. Sparky and Mia's relationship. Second red herring. Oh yeah, oh my god, this is so much cheaper than Sonnet. And I think it's doing a really good job. Digs up a clue. I mean, I feel like this isn't necessarily a midpoint twist. But you know. Showdown. subplot resolved. I'm just gonna like leave that there. We can get rid of those. Hermes 4 was just released this week. It's a hybrid reasoning model and also pretty uncensored and super cheap. Yeah, I mean, it's done pretty good. I might also put this in a snippet. Possible structure. So I'm then going to go into chat. I'm going to add as context snippets, possible structure, and my and then I'll call this pacing breakdown. So I'm going to add in all my snippets. I'm also going to add in entries by category, book 0, because I want all of those to be included. I think also like Mia and Sparky will be important, and Connor, I guess, as her brother that's in the force or the fire. And then I'm going to go full novel outline. Move this to Mistral. I am working on a cozy mystery prequel using the scenes concepted in the outline in no particular order. The pacing breakdown, plot structure, and other codex entries. Please help me make this a cohesive outline. And then I'm going to go ask questions to help you before going all out and plotting. This will be a 25 to 30k novella, so shouldn't be overly complex. So we're just going to do this, see how. Okay. To make this as possible, I'm going to ask some questions. Okay, so tones and themes. Dude, I meant okay. So proposed structure pending your answers. Gee, thanks. Shouldn't I my answers first? One, whimsical, as this is a cozy mystery. I'm going to do this, and this will be like my last thing, and I'm hopefully going to get a plan to then go forward into the next session. Emphasize themes of, I think, yeah, found family and justice for the underdog. Mia is initially reluctant to adopt Sparky, particularly when he causes chaos, but falls in love with him. Her sleuthing is accidental to begin with. She doesn't intend to get involved. But then ... His more protective older brother. He lets his emotions rule. His hobby doesn't need to tie into the plot. Have Gerald's stuff be fairly subtle we're not writing a farce. His motive is power. Let's go power. Sparky's discoveries should be related to the training from Tom. Jamie can go into information about this to explain how he does things. No specific things come to mind. Go wild. Okay, Jamie's subplot. Jamie should be visible from the start. A visible motivator for Mia to find the truth. He leaves his clues should be dog related as he knows Sparky. I'm figuring that like Mia adopts Sparky rather than Jamie because Mia is like settled. Oh, well, we'll see how it does. Lol, sure. Let's have the clock be symbolic. I love the idea of a petty rivalry that the other village doesn't even realize exists. No ending hooks. I'm not even going to read this. I'm just going to plonk this in. Okay, no, I'm going to read it. Okay. A whimsical, character-driven, cozy mystery that emphasizes fan family, justice for Jamie, and Maya's accidental sleuthing. Here is your cozy 30,000 word outline. I mean, I wonder how many words this is. Okay, so 1,200 words. Let's see how this goes. And like then next week we can kind of try and play with this. So chapter 1, a hose, a bonfire, and a bad feeling. I don't know why she's got Sparky there originally, so maybe this opening scene would have to be tweaked. I can play around with that. Okay, I'm not too keen on some of this. I don't know why she has Sparky near, so we'll have to. Okay, this is a start, but like Mia doesn't have Sparky pre the explosion, and no one sees Jamie run away. I think we need to relook at this beginning. I'm also going to have Tommy dies instantly. So you can see, like, I'm kind of coming up with coming against some roadblocks, which is not great, but some of these dog related clues are a bit hammy too. Let's relook. But yeah, does anyone have any questions before I go? I'm going to head off after I've looked at this generation. So if anyone has any questions before we head off, overall, I'm liking Mistral. I'm just finding that it's like a little bit like it needs a bit more hand holding, which I kind of knew. Um, I would probably rather have like maybe Gerald stopping by, maybe Tom stops by. We get to know Tom, fall in love with him. Because it's really hamming up Gerald here. Um, that was really helpful. Looking forward to the writing stage. Will that be Mistral 2? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to try and like use like a copying my style thing. We'll see how it goes. Sparky's clues. Does a good job overall. We can't forget it's a smaller model. Yeah. I think what I might need to do is spend a little bit of time as me, like not using AI, so don't worry, we're not going to miss out on any costs. But just kind of sorting out this outline. Yeah. But I'm happy with it all. Alex has a question before we go. Have you ever tried creating a fantasy language or a high risk, or is high risk and low reward? I've never personally tried creating a fantasy language. I've done a few like runic kind of things, like but yeah, like I feel like fantasy languages are high risk, low reward, in the sense of like it depends on how you're using them. Like for naming and world building stuff, I think that's fine. Like if you're going to start having the language in dialogue, that's asking a lot of readers. I think for me, my general rule of thumb is like, how much does the reader have to think to enjoy your book? And if they're having to suddenly like try and remember things, it then like kind of becomes a barrier, like a resistance to them continuing reading. You get a lot of books with like glossaries at the back or front, and they'll like say some keywords, and like if you can infer the stuff, I think that's fine. Like if you infer what different things mean, you just got to think of how much investment your readers are willing to give. So think of books you read, like, and if they have languages, and what's the point at which you are kind of like, okay, this is going a bit far. I would say. But yeah, I hope that helps, and I will see you all next Saturday. I'm not streaming on Wednesday. But yeah, before I go, if you go on the Novelcrafter website and onto resources, there is now an ultimate beginner's guide. It's only the first stage. We kind of been working on it, setting up your novel. It's the super basics, but hopefully it should be like helping kind of give you some vibes if you're like super new. We're going to continue like looking at things with like AI and the like as we go along. It's kind of a very like easy paced, but you get to see a bit of the details of me planning book one of this series. So if you've been enjoying the Mia Sparky content, you can do that. So yeah, bye everyone.